good job of redigging the underhook. Now she's got to find an escape. She's got to stay tight. Ooh. I mean, this Norma Dumont is fighting with such a fire in round number 3. And you see that Macy does not like it.
Well, you got to wonder, with Norma losing or missing the weight, I wonder if there was an issue with him. You know, I wonder if like she had a hard time, maybe an injury, sickness, something.
Maybe. But like I gotta be honest, Joe, like I'm talking to the fighters all week, like I've heard many stories of the scale.
Yes.
Right? So anybody heavy, I'm more inclined to believe that there was something else.
Well, I certainly had a story about that.
But there was ample time, and there were 2 fighters didn't make the weight.
There was.
Yeah.
Ovince Pruitt won. That said that
almost didn't.
He was like, man, I went to bed, I was this. I woke up and went and checked, I was 1.5 heavy. Right? He's like, I don't know, it's a conspiracy maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm gullible, but something was up.
Keith Peterson allowed the fighters to work here in the clinch. Just over 2 minutes to decide this one.
And Macy's holding now. Now she's holding.
Yeah.
She's like, I need to keep this girl close to me because this girl is fighting with an urgency of someone that they have lost the first 2 rounds of this fight.
It really is interesting, though, to see the referees and how they handle these situations. Right, Wagwa even on had control in some way, shape, or form of Bezau's neck.
Yeah.
And the position was taken away from him.
It's very subjective in many ways.
And Peterson's getting close, right? But he seems to be happy with what he is seeing to allow him to go.
Oh, big mistake. Big mistake.
That's the second time she has done that.
Yeah,
but then she sweeps her.
Yeah. Well, she's just hyper aggressive in her attempts to take down.
Nice right hand from the ball. Beautiful combination now for Norma.
Norma has got to get back to space. She's got to turn. Oh my goodness, Macy is exhausted and tired, and she's hurt. Oh, it's all the wrestling that is going down Macy's shaft.
A lot of striking fans in the building, evidently. The attacks to the inside of the leg from Chasson. If you're Norma Dumont, you need space.
If you're Norma Dumont, you have got to break this position. There is 50 seconds left in a fight.
Keep working.
Yeah, she's pummeled on her. She's separated the hands. The Macy switching to a single now. Yeah, Norma's got to fight like her life depends on it here.
Joe, she may get one more explosion. If she can break this lock, she will get one more chance to just let everything fly.
Dumont has landed a lot of power shots in this 3rd round.
Dumont may need to start attacking guillotine here. She can get time short. Yep, time short.
She's trying to connect their hands together, but it's not under the shaft. That's it.
All right, Macy Chasson and Norma Dumont. Those full 15 minutes. Scorecards coming your way after this as the prelims continue on. The historic 30th season of the Ultimate Fighter is underway as UFC Bantamweight champion Juliana Pena and featherweight champ Amanda Nunes coach a cast of hopefuls looking to secure a UFC contract. It is all playing out exclusively on ESPN+. All right, so Macy Chasson and Norma Dumont go the distance. Significant strikes, DC advantage Dumont, but 6 on 12 attempts in the takedown column.
I really don't.
Chasson.
I don't even know. Like, I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, it would seem like Norma won the 3rd round,
right?
But then, first round, Chasson fought well. Second round, Chasson was able to control her.
I'm here with the winner, Macy Chasson. Congratulations on an excellent fight. When you heard that it was a split decision, did you think you had done enough to get the victory?
I really wanted to come out and show that I can wrestle and grapple. I may have done it a little too much, so I know you guys wanted to see this bang, and we were a little bit, but I mean, she hits hard, man. Like, I did what I had to do, to get the win, and that's what it's about. I just wanted to show all the other areas that I'm getting better in. I know it's going to take time to put it together. I'm still growing. I have a lot to learn. From more tough opponents like that. But at the end of the day, like, it's all about getting your hand raised. And thank you, everyone in Phoenix. It's a beautiful, beautiful state. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We work our asses off to get to this moment. You guys have no idea how hard this sport is, especially women, too. Women in sport. We need to support each other. And so I just want to thank everybody here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Macy, you've gone back and forth from bantamweight to featherweight. Where do you think your future lies? I know you said you feel more comfortable here at 45.
I feel like I have more power. I kill myself just to make 35. And I am a little bit bigger than those girls, but sometimes I feel like the power just isn't there. But, I want to fight and I want to get better, so I want to do 35 and 45.
Right. Well, good luck to you. Congratulations. Macy Chasson, ladies and gentlemen.
And a nice job, I thought, by Macy on the microphone to sort of drown out some of those boo birds. Ultimately, the win is the priority, and at least on 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards, it was 30-27 for the victorious Macy Chasson. Bilal, remember the name. Muhammad is in the building tonight at UFC 274. Also in the building, former world title challenger Lauren Murphy with her classy husband Joe, and the MMA power couple, Brian T. City Ortega and the victorious Tracy Cortez, who extended her winning streak to 10 earlier tonight. The UFC 274 prelims are presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit, and in part by proper number 12 Irish whiskey, one for all. All right, later tonight, the championship spotlight will find one Justin Gaethje, and with more on the title challenger, here's Megan O'Leary.
Hey, thank you so much, Sean. The wrestling room is a sacred place for those who can be on the mat. And for Justin Gaethje, there was no better place for us to sit down and talk and get to know him better as he looks to win the world title right here in his home state of Arizona. Justin Gaethje, thank you so much for joining me. University of Northern Colorado's wrestling room. I mean, this is the place where you worked for years. You've earned All-American status in this room. There's obviously some special memories here. For you, what first comes to mind when you walk in?
Hard work. When I showed up here, it wasn't necessarily a Division I wrestling room. The mentality wasn't there. As a whole, these guys were here to drink, to party, and to wrestle. But when I came in here, I played a big part in changing that. My first year was their first year Division I. There was a lot of changes going on when I first showed up here.
And you were the first All-American, right, since they were reinstated as a Division I wrestling team?
Yep, first and only one still.
Wow.
That's why I'm in the Hall of Fame just this year. Yeah, it's again this whole place, this room, the smell. It all brings back great memories.
What do you think the wrestling room has taught you as a competitor, but also as a professional athlete?
At the end of the day, this mat, there's nothing fake about it. It's one of the truest forms of competition. And I learned that from early on. It's one-on-one, and it's you versus you at the end of the day. And so that it teaches you to overcome, be comfortable with doubt, unreasonable thoughts, and then you find comfort in the chaos in here. And that's what wrestling has taught me for a long time.
Do you feel like that's what's carried you so far in your UFC career?
Yeah, when you're in a real life and death situation, we go to certain special places, and I have found comfort there.
Obviously, you thrived there.
Yeah, it's something I've trained my mind for a long time.
I was born and I was bred and I was raised to do this, and I will do it till the wheels fall off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the human highlight, Justin Gaethje.
Well, certainly served you well. The last time we saw you in the Octagon, as I alluded to, was in the world's most famous arena, New York City in November.
This fight has been everything it was promised to be.
How did that fight impact you, Justin?
It was a great night. I mean, for me, for my coach, mostly. one night. 2 champions, I'm trying to give him 3 champions. He deserves the credit, and it's a fun ride.
In your mind, you should be set up next for a shot at the title.
I'm ranked number 2. I just got an impressive win, of course. Who else?
Your upcoming title fight is against Charles Oliveira. It seems like you weren't a big fan of his, but after he submitted Dustin, it seemed like you guys had an interaction. What did you originally think of him, and why did it change?
So something about me, I just say what I think. And I wasn't being overly critical. I wasn't saying he's a bad champion. I was saying in the times that he's lost, he didn't even get knocked out. He quit sometimes. I don't believe I've ever made that choice. I believe deep down, he knows his way out, and that's just to quit whenever he gets hit too many times too hard. All those assessments were of a younger man. He's 30, 31 years old. He is a man now with confidence. A man with confidence is a dangerous man, and he's not the same man that I was referencing. But again, deep down, once it happened once, it'll happen again. And I'm the perfect guy to show it to him, and I will show it to him May 7th.
With a right, it's over.
You gotta stay out of grappling positions, obviously, but I'm gonna put a hole right in space, and it's gonna be glorious.
He talks about your heavy hands and gives you a lot of credit since that's your biggest threat. But for you, when you look at this matchup, what weapons have to be the sharpest?
Everything. This is a world championship fight. I have to be the best in the world for 25 minutes, not for right now, not in this interview. I don't know how to say the perfect things now, but on May 7th at 9:30 Mountain Time,